is this beautiful design featuring these shells made with double crochets, and you get a fun little bead in the middle of them. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the shells with beads edging. I'll be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 3. Okay, so for this design, we're going to be using beads. So I've made sure that I've threaded them through to my yarn. I'm using really thin yarn because the beads that I have are also very small. So I needed to make sure that the yarn itself is thin enough so I can thread them through. This design is going to be worked with a multiple of 5 plus 1 for your foundation chain. So I wanted to say that because you're going to be using 1 bead every 5 stitches. So for example, I'm going to create my foundation chain. I'm going to make it a chain of 21. So a multiple of 5 plus 1. And I need 4 beads, right? Because every 5 stitches, I need 1 bead. So that's some calculations you're going to have to do. If you're going to make it bigger than me, then that means that you got to make sure that you add the amount of beads that you need, 1 per 5 stitches. So as I said, I'm going to make a foundation chain of 21, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, here's my foundation chain of 21. Now we can move on to row 1. Row 1, we're simply going to do a single crochet into each chain of the foundation chain. So you're going to start by skipping the first chain and into the next doing your first single crochet. And now you want to do 1 single crochet into each chain all the way down. You'll notice that you have to push your beads out of the way, like push them back as you pull your yarn. So 1 single crochet into each chain of the foundation chain, and I'll see you when you're done. Okay, this here is the end of row 1. Now row 2 is where we're going to be creating the edge design, and we're going to be using the beads. So row 2 starts with a chain 1 and flip your work. We're going to be doing 1 single crochet into the first stitch. So 1 single crochet there. And now we're going to start the row repeat. The repeat starts by skipping 2 stitches, and into the next you're going to work the following. So you're going to do 2 double crochets. So skip 2 into the next 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. Now we're going to chain 2, and now we're going to bring one of the beads forward. So bring it so that it's basically by your hook. Let's see, I'm just kind of pushing it like that. And now we're basically going to kind of skip that and into the, we're going to be doing a slip stitch into the second chain that you just made. Sorry, the chain. So you made a chain 2 into the second chain from your hook. You're going to do a slip stitch. And that's going to kind of bring your, kind of place your bead, like tighten your bead, I mean. So after this slip stitch, you're going to be doing 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So into the same stitch, 2 double crochets. That is 1. Sorry, this yarn, it gets caught. So that's 1 double crochet, and into the same one, another double crochet. And now we've added that little bead detail at the bottom of this kind of shell. And to continue the repeat, you're going to skip 1 stitch and then do 1 single crochet into the next. So skip 1 into the next, a single crochet. And that ends the repeat. Let's go back to the beginning of it. So the repeat starts by skipping 2 stitches. So skip 1 and 2. And into the next, you're going to work 2 double crochets. So that is 1 and 2. Now you're going to chain 2. Now we're bringing that bead forward. So 1 of the beads here. And now we're going to be doing a slip stitch to the second chain from the hook to secure that bead in place. And now we want to do 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So into the same stitch, 2 double crochets. And now to finish the repeat, we're going to be skipping 1 stitch and then doing 1 single crochet into the next. And now I've created my second shell with that little bead detail at the edge of it. So now this is what you want to continue doing all the way down. Go back to the beginning of the repeat until the very end. You'll be able to finish your edge by doing your last single crochet into the very last stitch of the row. I'll do this twice more and then cut off my yarn and thread my ends through to show you what mine looks like. This is the right side of the work here, like the other side. It looks super duper cute with this little detail. Okay, here we have it. This is so cool, you guys. It's my first time ever using beads for a design, and I think it's so cute. I cannot wait to incorporate this into my crochet creations. This one is super simple. Of course, your bead needs to go through the yarn itself, but other than that, very simple design and a really, really fun detail. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.